my feel-good breakfast show.
If you want to know what the fury of the gods really looks like, it's that face. It's that face right there. We have a god of cinema in our midst to tackle a brand new film that we thought we were going to have mixed feelings about, but it feels like this is going to be a cracker. We are talking about Shazam, Fury of the Gods.
Don't transform, Bru. Stay where you are.
Oh, I shouldn't have said it out loud, eh?
Yeah, I feel like you're probably like double the jackedness and the suckness and the excitement of, you know, both of us. We've both seen the first one. Have you seen the first one?
I've seen the first one, and I haven't seen the trailer for this.
Exactly. So now what we're going to do, rather than just, you know, give you a little clippergy, a little scenergy, let's show you the whole trailer. It's a superhero movie. We have to go larger than usual. And so here it is. Let's have a closer look at Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods.
Shazam!
I'm an idiot. I don't deserve these powers, if I'm being honest. Like, what am I even contributing? Ow! There's already a superhero with a... Take my powers back.
You gave them to me so you could take them back, right?
Billy, what are you... Just me. I feel like a fraud.
Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
The daughter doesn't matter. Anyway, the wizard gave me superpowers. And then everybody got powers.
Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Okay.
Now everyone's kind of like doing their own thing, and I'm the only one trying to keep it together.
You understand I'm a pediatrician, right?
Come on!
Now let's get down to business.
Listen to me, Billy. The fate of your world depends on it.
What is this?
The daughters of Atlas are coming for you.
Children stole the power of all the gods. This is very personal.
Okay, I feel like maybe I should be writing all this down.
Give us the powers, child. Billy. Ripped it from our father's core.
Look, I might not have as much experience as you, because I'm not super old like you. But I've seen all of the Fast and the Furious movies, lady. It's all about family! Family! Guys, that was a signal! You are very menacing. I just want you to know that.
Introduce Joe. His name is Shazam!
Coming to hunt us.
Children stole the power of...
Your world will not
We
survive.
are at war. We will annihilate everything. Champions of this realm can do nothing to stop us.
Will not survive this.
I don't know how we fight powers like this.
You think I know how to fix this dude, but I really don't.
Billy, everyone can be worthy. Let's give it a chance. Fight for your family. Your world will not survive this.
Billy!
I don't know how we fight powers like
Get him! Hey, Khaleesi! I just threw a truck at a dragon. I love my life.
I love my life.
That's so cool. I thoroughly enjoyed
Look
that.
at these two 5-year-olds over here.
But you get to live vicariously through a character like this, and it feels funny, man. The timing looks great.
And so that's an attractor for me as well about like movies like this. And similar to Guardians of the Galaxy is having a complete nincompoop, having a jokester type thing against the greatest forces of evil.
Yeah.
So similar to how, you know, in just real life, the tension between kids and grown-ups, the grown-ups he's facing here are ancient heroes, and he's still a babaki, basically. But it's not all, you know, fun and games necessarily. Sometimes it's serious. So how about I show you a clip of the most serious stuff? Here is a bit of a fight scene from Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods.
Let's get dark. Come on.
Okay, look, I might not have as much experience as you, because I'm not, like, super old like you. But I think I have a few experiences that you don't have. Because I've seen all of the Fast and the Furious movies, lady. And let me tell you something. It's all about family! Guys, that was a signal. We practiced this like 12 times. Thank you. Forgot all about my family, didn't you, goddess?
There's an inside joke there.
What's that?
Fast and Furious, Helen Mirren is there. What makes the connections there?
But like you said yourself, Ewan, while we were just watching that, she's just a great actress.
She's fantastic.
In anything she does.
Yeah.
But she does all this fun stuff too. She was also in Red, remember, which is also a comic book movie. So she loves being the villain. She's also the villain in Fast and Furious. That, however, was not in fact the scene JP was promising. I'll show you the darker, more scary one later, and then our 5-year-old brains can
get our kicks.
Because let's be honest, there is a bit of a serious part to this as well. Because I mean, he's such a fantastic actor. I love the comedic presence that he brings to screen as well. With that kind of like, almost like a childlike.
There's an ease.
Yeah, he is. That's exactly it. Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised by the first one, which I thought was going to be horse poo, because I hate all superhero movies.
I initially compared him to Superman, man. I'm just saying. And then I was like, do I want to watch this? I don't know. And then I did with my boy, and we thoroughly enjoyed it.
We can watch this with your boy.
That's the thing.
We're talking so much about number one. So just so you know, this one is actually out since last week. All I'm doing here, South Africa, is giving you some options. It's so weird. Sometimes you'll talk to someone and be like, man, I can't wait for X to come out. And you'll be like, dude, that's been out for 2 weeks.
It's right, yeah. The cinemas are open again, bro. The cinemas are open.
Just so you know, then, a bit of the storyline you've seen there, Helen Mirren, we spoke about Lucy Liu, who, for whatever reason, refuses to speak during the trailer.
Strong silent type, bro.
Why? She's a good actress, too. Give us some talk.
Khaleesi's dragon comes into play.
Sure, why not? I think we're going to get sued because of you and Object. And then Rachel Zegler, as well as the Clancy there. And now, she made her debut in West Side Story for Steven Spielberg. She's one of the other daughters of Atlas, is who the bad guys are here. So she's a great little actress, too. And I shouldn't be calling her little. She deserves all the respect she gets.
For sure.
But so these daughters of Atlas come along. They threaten Earth, as the story always goes.
Yeah.
And then the heroes have to try and find the wherewithal to be like, is this even a challenge, a responsibility I'm ready to stand up to?
Yeah.
So he's a kid who's like dealing with the Spider-Man issue of, can I take on the world?
Yeah.
Do I have why should I take on the world? I'm a baby.
Why am I the person chosen for this?
Exactly. Yeah. It's pretty intense. So look, that's the storyline, and it's pretty rote. We've seen this kind of thing a bunch of times before. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but what is a bad thing is, hey, JP's not seen it, so I'm not going to score the movie. But critics are giving this pretty lukewarm, and even some of the fans are being a bit like about this. Superhero movies seem to be having a hard time, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
So Black Adam bombed basically, Ant-Man bombed basically, Multiverse, Doctor Strange, and the Multiverse of Madness. Like the last 4 superhero movies are kicking the bucket by the looks of things, and hopefully that's a sign of change necessarily. I don't want them to die. Logan was excellent, but Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man was a masterpiece. But some of these are so readable.
Yeah, they're formulaic.
So,
yeah, for sure.
So just statistics-wise, good grief, this movie in the United States only opened to $30 million. Usually a movie comes along for superhero movies and makes $100 million guaranteed. Yeah. 30 million, made 30%. So that's a box office bomb by statistical standards. Weekend to weekend, I think it dropped by like 60% of revenue. Usually that drop is maybe 40% if you open to 100. So this movie is basically running Warner Brothers at a loss by the looks of things. If you're a fan, however, and might be your taste, your flavor of kind of thing, so that's why we're looking at it today. How about we skin a bit more? Let's come a bit closer. So some of the reason why the theory is this might be happening is because The Rock might have thrown a little rock in the works. Ooh. So he did Black Adam. And there he was insistent because he's one of these actors who's very much obsessed with how he is put on the screen and how
he's portrayed.
So he's got a lot of control in the creative space and whatever. So he says, and this is from a Hollywood insider, name doesn't want to be released at this point just yet, but he's like, The Rock says that he doesn't want Zachary Levi in the closing shot of Black Adam because he's not star power enough. So he wanted Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill's gone now. Black Adam is not going to face Superman, etc., etc. So Shazam was sidelined, and I think that the marketing maybe wasn't necessarily great. Hey, yeah, we are trying to do our part. So if you're fans, maybe go check it out for yourself, and maybe here's another taster about the seriousness that comes into Shazam 2, your darkness that you were so keen for, Graham.
Please, I'm going to pull a muscle if I don't get to see this scene. Come on,
let's check it out. Action scene. Here it comes, Shazam 2. Auto ready.
Clip his wings, Anthea. Wait.
woke up with the fright. I'm just thinking about that poor guy that just got the fright of his life who was sleeping in his building that just morphed.
Just switch off the cell phone's alarm. Like, I'm sure that's it. That's what the vibration is.
I love it. You know what I like about this? Undemanding. And sometimes that's what you need in the cinema. And sometimes you just need to get to the cinema and be able to watch a cool film like this with the little ones. And this looks like the perfect stock. We haven't judged it. We're not going to give it a popcorn.
I'm judging.
Recommend you go and do it for yourself. Well, he judged a little bit because he's judgy. But you go and judge for yourself.
Salty about The Rock.